All right, good morning, boys and girls. I hope your guys' morning has been great so far. Today we are going to be learning about prefixes. So, some of you, well, mostly all of you should have prior knowledge of what a prefix is, but if you can't remember, that's okay. Hopefully, as we go through today, you'll be able to remember and be able to do all of these that you learn. So, what do these words have in common? The words are redo, replay, repeat, and rewind. I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 minutes. Go ahead and think about it and go ahead and write an answer, and we'll go over them. All right, and time. Let's go ahead and see what some of you wrote. So they all have the same beginning, yes, and re is in front of all the words. All right, those are really great observations. So if you guessed that the common factor in all the words were re, then you are correct. If not, that's okay. Do not feel discouraged. We are still learning this lesson, okay? What you all recognized in the word was a prefix. So re was a prefix in front of all the words, which re is a prefix that means again, which is used to show kind of like a repetition happening. So there you go. You learned about one prefix right now. So what is a prefix? A prefix is a set of letters placed before the stem of a word. When placing a prefix in front of a word, it can change the word entirely. So let's go ahead and test your knowledge again. Let's see what prefixes you know. So let's go ahead, go on. All right, perfect. Great job. So now that you've gotten the beginning, that a prefix is in the beginning, let's try to create words. So we move on to word forming. Prefixes can be a bit tricky. Sometimes a prefix can change a word, example preheat. We know that heat is a word that can stand by itself and it means to warm up, right? But when we put pre in front of it, it changes the word entirely, meaning we are going to heat before we put something in, right? Sometimes they are a word that stands on their own. So prepare. Prepare means to do something before or get ready before you need to do something, right? Because of this, you have to focus on the prefix's definition to see if it makes sense. We can tell that a pre in both of the examples show that it has a before meaning, right? Yes. So let's go. So now that we've learned about forming actual prefix phrases, let's go ahead and see if you can match the wording to the definition. So redo. Stop. Huh? Stop. Where are you? Please. All right, that's okay. Keep going. All right, not bad. That's okay. We got some wrong, but you were able to get back on it and do it again. So sentences, let's go on and move on to sentences. So this is an example that I will do, and then you go ahead and do the next examples. So let's create some sentences with our prefix. I have to blank for a test. So let's go on to our options. We have prepare, unhappy, and preview. So when it comes to unhappy, what does that mean? That means not to be happy, right? So I have to not be happy for a test. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. So when we do preview, I have to preview for a test. That does make a little bit of sense, but usually when we do preview, it's kind of for a video or a movie, not really for a test, right? So let's go to option A. I have to prepare for a test. So I have to get ready for a test that's going to happen, right? So it would be A. I have to prepare for a test. Now let's go ahead and see how you do. My mom had to preheat the oven for the apple pie. That's correct, yes. I had to return my homework. Yeah, that does sound correct. You are right. But we have 2 more sentences, so let's see if maybe the return could go ahead and fit somewhere better. But let's go ahead and keep it there for now, okay? The chicken was undercooked. Yes, that is correct. I went to the library to redo my books. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, right? So let's go ahead and go back and look at the other words and see which one might stand out better in that sentence. I went to the library to return my books. Yes, there we go. And then I had to redo my homework. So you had to do over your homework again, right? Nice, nice work. You got 4 out of 4 correct answers. Perfect. So I think you all did amazing today. And I would just like to say that we did it. Woohoo! Yes, you all did wonderful. I loved your guys' participation. I hope now when you go on to read a book or maybe read something behind instructions, you'll be able to see a prefix and be able to point it out. So yes, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you, boys and girls. Bye.